again, everybody. Welcome to the weekly NFL picks. I am your host, Adam Snow. Thank you for joining us today for a typical, well, maybe not so typical edition of the picks because, a little bet was made last week. We'll get to that in just a second, but I want to introduce the other fellas on the show. As always, we have the founder, the creator of the world of football, my father, Randy Snow, is here, everybody. Hey, Dad, how you doing?
Great. Ready to make some more picks.
Yes, it should be fun to do some picks. And then along for the ride again this week, as always, is Aaron coming to us from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Aaron, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Well, guys, I guess we're not going to bury the lead here while I try to get the show around. I was running a little late because we had some stuff happening over here. So I'm kind of scrambling a little bit, but this will be a fun show tonight. Hopefully, no more bets will get made because I'm already paying for last week's. So, yeah, no more hacked computer, Randy. Everything all good on that end?
Everything's been cleaned up, and I'm assured that everything's good now.
Well, I sure hope so, because the last thing we need is the world of football to fall into the wrong hands, and yeah, that's the last thing we need, Randy. Let's see. Also in the chat tonight, Dale. Welcome back, Dale. Good to see you. And yeah, Hawkeye 07 here on time this week, so we appreciate you stopping in. So a few people watching. I was going to do a little preamble, hopefully waiting for Andrew to slide into the chat. I don't know where he's at to, pay off the bet. I guess I'll have to hold him like this. So my lovely wife, we've only been married a few weeks. We got, let's see, that's the other hand. We got a Chicago Bears logo.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, a little rough around the edges, but I mean, it works. I don't plan on keeping these long. But then we got TWOF for the world of football. Figure we had to do our own little branding on there. But yes, in Bears colors, the blue and orange. Got that there. And then on the other hand, we got the score to the Cowboys game. We got, 31-14 was the final score. Anytime I want the Cowboys to help me out, they never seem to come through for us. So thanks a lot, Jer Jones and them Durless Cowboys. Yes, Hawkeye 07, she is talented. I'm not just saying that because she's my wife. She's extremely talented, and I love her and appreciate her for also encouraging. Because during the game, we're sitting there watching this, and I had my hand sitting next to me. I'm like leaning back, like, oh my God, these stinking Cowboys are going to make me lose this bet. And she's looking at my hand going, yeah, I think those will look good in navy blue and orange. I'm just like, I thought you were supposed to be on my side. She's like, no, I want to paint your nails. So she painted this hand and did all this stuff on top. My stepdaughter painted these ones, and then my wife put all the score on there. So it was a group effort to get this pulled off. So Andrew, if you're out there, congratulations. You won the bet fair and square. I am a man of my word. And let's see, there's a better picture of a little more detail there. You can see right there of the painted nails. Shortly before I came on the show, I had to make sure I got a picture of them. So there you go. Yeah. That'll probably get posted to my socials. So
your wife could care less about the game. She was just looking at your hands as an art project.
That's fair. She's like, oh, I could use these for Halloween colors. And she's like, maybe I'll paint my nails orange and white this week. I was like, no, you cannot, because we play the Browns this week. I will not have that happening. So, and jumping into the chat, Aaron, somebody you should be familiar with. You're holding your hands like you've done that before. Thanks, Liz. Thanks a ton for that one. Appreciate that. This family is the gift that keeps on giving. I tell you what. All right, guys. All right, enough of nail talk.
Yeah, let's make some picks. Come on.
Yeah, let's get down to brass tacks. That's why you don't make butts on YouTube shows or streams. Okay. Yeah. So, all right, guys. You know how this works. We're going to give a disclaimer. Then we're going to jump into the picks. Dad will jump into that in a second. If you guys have thoughts on any of the upcoming games beforehand, start leaving them in the chat. We'll try to get to them as we fly through these games. because we typically just try to fly through them. And if you're going to drop your picks, you can do it a few different ways. You can drop them in the community tab on our YouTube channel where there should be a post for this week. Go drop them in there. We already have a few people. I forgot to go grab their picks, but I know Royce, a couple other folks dropped their picks in there. And then you could drop them in the live chat. I'll screenshot it. We'll save it, keep them going. And make sure you're doing all 16 games this week, everybody. There are 1-6 games. Make sure you got every single one so you're not getting an automatic loss for missing any of them. Aaron, you got those dogs riled up over there? Shoot.
They're just running around.
I think I saw a tail.
Yeah. All right, Dad, you ready to give that disclaimer?
Yes. Let me get this out here. Warning. If you plan to use our predictions as a means to justify your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
And entertained, I hope everybody is. I don't know how often I'm going to be making bets like this again, but, never say never. I'm sure my wife will just shake her head at me if I come upstairs and go, honey, there's another bet this week.
Toenails this week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, nope. Nope. You ain't seeing my feet on the internet unless you're paying me. So, all right, guys. Without further ado, let's see. I got all these screens. Let's get to the week 4 picks. Dad, you get to start us off this week because that's just how the cycle works. And let's see. Just got to get this all set. And the first game of the weekend will be the Thursday night game on Amazon. It'll see the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. The Cardinals will be wearing their rivalry uniforms, which I think are the best of the bunch. Very excited to see them in these. Dad, who do you got?
I am taking the Cardinals in this game. It should be a close game, but I'm giving the advantage to the home team.
Are we not recapping last week's picks?
Oh, shoot. You are... Man, Aaron, see, this is why we have the third person on the show. Aaron is so totally right, guys. And I think they'll pay not to see your feet. Yeah, if you guys want to send money, you'll never see my feet on the internet. All right, yeah, thank you, Aaron. Yeah, got all discombobulated, with the nails and the vamping. So, all right, let's look at the week 3 results, how everybody did last week. Dad, you were in a 5-way or 4-way tie at the top at 12-4 this last week with Andrew, Sea-Dog, and Real Lancaster Dragon Rats. Try saying that name 10 times fast. We appreciate our new viewer jumping in there and dropping some picks this past week. So 12-4 for the bunch. Then you move on down. You had Dale and Mr. Nosy Otter at 11-5. B. Lewis, the lone man, at 10-6. And then you had the rest of the field sitting at 9-7, which is hard to believe. But there you go. That's 7 people right there sitting at 9-7 after last week. And as Hawkeye said, we can skip the review.
Isn't Andrew C. a new follower this week or a new picker?
Yep, Andrew's the one who made the bet for the nails, Randy. So,
okay. All right.
So a good first week.
He's new, and the foot-long name there, Lancaster, whatever rats. He's buddy. Can you give us a little shorter name? I got so many cells on my spreadsheet, and I don't have a lot of room, so I'm trying to truncate it as much as I can. But
you can make do, Randy.
It's fine. I'll make it. I'll make it work.
So that leads us into talking about the overall standings after 3 weeks, guys. Here's your leaderboard. We have a 5-way tie at the top, or actually, 5-way tie at the top there. At 33-15, you have Randy, myself, B. Lewis, Sea-Dog, and Mr. Nosy Otter, all at 33-15. Then the next batch of guys at 3-16, or 32-16, sorry. Dale, Hawkeye 07, Leonard, Mike D, all tied there. And then you have Royce at 31-17. There shouldn't be a tie next to Royce, but he's at 31-17. Aaron down at number 11 with a 26-22 record. Cringe missed a week, so Cringe is sitting at 20-12. Then we had our 2 new pickers who went 12-4, Real Lancaster Dragon Rats and Andrew C. I put him at the bottom despite the alphabeticalness because I'm not too happy about losing that bet. So, all right. We got that out of the way. I guess we could go back to the picks. We already know Dad's taking the Cardinals in Thursday Night Football. Aaron, who do you got in that one?
I'll take the Cardinals too. I was kind of just buying myself some time to think about the games a little bit.
Oh, is that? Well, I think that and actually having to recap the game was, pretty nice. I totally clearly forgot about that. Boy, if you both are taking the Cardinals, I think I'm going to start us off with a little bit of a disagreement. Despite how much I like those Cardinals uniforms, I'm going to take Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks to take this one. Arizona's looked fine, but I like a little bit more out of what I've seen from Seattle. And B. Lewis in the chat agreeing, he's going Seahawks as well. So I'll take that for what it is. All right, then we have our first international game of the week. Well, the only international game of the weekend. First one in a bit, as the Vikings will take on the Steelers in Dublin, Ireland. Dad, who do you got in that one?
Man, can both of these teams lose this game? I don't like either one of them, but for betting purposes, I will take the Steelers in this one.
Betting purposes, huh?
Randy, there's a little disclaimer I'd like to put back on the screen. Do not use these picks to justify your own gambling bets, sir. As a wise man on this show once said, 5 minutes ago.
2 minutes ago.
I'm taking the Steelers too. The Vikings looked really, really good. Hoping they look really, really bad this week, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I guess I'm going to be in disagreement again, fellas. I'm taking the Vikings in this one. I was caught off guard by the Carson Wentz experiment, and it's giving me flashes of Sam Darnold from last year with the Vikings, and I just think they look like they got the other pieces in place. Quarterback was the big question mark. I just think they're going to take it to Aaron Rodgers. All right, the third game of the weekend sees the Washington Commanders traveling out to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Dad, who do you got there?
I'm going to take the Falcons in this game.
Wow, bit of a shocker there. Aaron?
I was kind of leaning towards the Falcons just because I'm not 100% sure what Jaden Daniels is going to be like. But Mariota held his own. So give me the Commanders. Even though the Falcons got embarrassed by the Panthers, I think the Commanders get that win.
Yeah, usually teams that get embarrassed have a nice bounce back week, but I'll still take the Commanders with or without Jaden Daniels, or Jaden Daniels with a brace, whatever they're trying to plan on it. I think they're going to come in. I mean, their head coach took a shot to the face, and if that team is any reflection of their head coach, I expect them to come out and play very hard. So I'm going to take the Commanders in that one. All right, Dad, is this a layup? The New Orleans Saints are traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Who you got?
The Bills, of course.
Yep, give me the Bills as well.
All right, let's make it our first sweep of the week. I'm taking the Bills as well. Come on, Josh Allen at home. The Saints stink. Yeah, sticking with that pick. All right, guys, here comes the segment of the show that I'm sure everybody in the chat can already guess what the answer is going to be. The Detroit Lions are hosting the Cleveland Browns in Detroit. Dad, are you going to shock anybody with your pick this week?
No, I'm taking Detroit, of course.
Yep, give me the Lions. I did the right thing and chose the Ravens last week to give them some extra momentum. So they bounced back with a home win. Bounce back. They didn't need to bounce back.
Yeah, look, got that one wrong last week. I should have picked with my heart, not my head. And but I feel like the Lions should be able to handle the Cleveland Browns. Maybe a little tougher than we think. I'm not going to sleep on Cleveland, but I think if Detroit plays like they did against Baltimore, they should be A-okay in that one. You just got to watch out for Myles Garrett. All right, the next game, the Tennessee Titans travel to Houston to take on the Texans. Who you got, Randy?
I'm going to go with the home team, Houston Texans, in this one.
All right.
At some point, this Tennessee Titans pick is going to work out eventually, so give me the Titans.
Oh, where are they at? There they are. We actually have a Titans pick. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to, the Texans are 0-3. Aren't the Titans 0-3?
I don't recall.
I think so.
Well, I'm going to take the home team. Give me the Texans. if the Texans lose this one, the AFC South is definitely in jeopardy of going to the Colts. Let's see. The next game, the Carolina Panthers travel up to New England to take on the Patriots. Dad, who do you got?
I'm going to go with Carolina this one. I might be out of my mind, but I'm taking Carolina.
Wow. Okay, Aaron.
I'm taking the Patriots. I still don't know what to make of either of these teams.
Yeah, this one was probably the toughest one of the week for me because the Panthers, while they put up 30 and shut out the Falcons, I don't know how sustainable that is. And then the Patriots have yet to really be super impressive, but I'll take the home team in this one. So I'll take Patriots. All right, the Los Angeles Chargers travel to New York or New Jersey to take on the Giants. Who you got in that one, Dad?
I'm going with the Chargers in that one.
Yep, that's a pretty easy pick. Even though Jackson Dart is going to make his first start, give me the Chargers.
All right, and we'll take our third sweep of the week. I'll take the Chargers as well. They've been playing really good football. They might be one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the AFC right now. So I will stick with them. Let's see. Now we get to move over to the other tab. And Dad, the first game we're going to talk about on this half of the scores or of the schedule, rather, is the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. Who do you got?
This should be a fun, entertaining game, but I'm taking the visiting Philadelphia Eagles to win this game.
Yeah, I think this will be one of those beat 'em up games, maybe a little low scoring. But I think Tampa pulls it out. They have a swagger about them that I think carries them through it right now. So give me Baker and the Bucks.
Boy, you kind of stole my thunder there, Aaron. I thought Tampa's coming in hot. They've shown they got the grit to ride it out to the end of the game. So I'm also going to take Tampa, and I guess it would technically be an upset. Well, maybe not technically because the Bucks are undefeated. Eagles are 2-1, right? Or are they 3-0 as well? I have the standings in front of me. So 2 undefeated teams playing each other. I'll take the Bucks. Yeah. All right. The Indianapolis Colts travel out to LA to take on the Rams. Dad, who do you got in that one?
I'm taking the Rams on that one.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with you on this one. I'm still not sold on the Colts, even though they have been impressive. I just think the Rams bounce back after getting that loss the way they did.
Yeah. This is a big measuring stick game for the Colts, much like the Lions playing the Ravens this past week. To me, if the Colts can win this game, I will consider them legitimate AFC contenders, even though we're only 4 weeks into the season. So I guess we can't get too crazy, but I will definitely think of them a little higher. But until said time, I'm sticking with Matty Stafford and those pesky Rams. They just got to be able to keep a lead and win. All right, the Jacksonville Jaguars will travel out to Santa Clara to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Dad, who do you have in that one?
I have the 49ers winning this game. And by the way, the Eagles and Bucks are both 3-0 right now.
Okay. All right. I figured. I couldn't remember if the Eagles had lost. I didn't think they had. So, Right. Thank you. Aaron, who you got in the Jags Niners?
Give me the Niners. Something about the Jags going on the West Coast. Just I think they come out a little sluggish, maybe.
Well, I would have initially probably picked the Niners, but you know what? I'm going to go out on the limb, and I'm going to take the Jaguars to pull a shocker on the road. Why? I don't know. Other than the Niners just lost Nick Bosa. They're a little dinged up. They only won on the last-second field goal. Panthers seem like they got a little bit of spunk to them, so I'm going to take – or Panthers, the Jags. I'll take the Jags. All right, in a battle of 1 and 2 teams out there at Arrowhead, the Baltimore Ravens will travel to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs, where the loser of this game will fall to 1 and 3. Dad, who do you got?
To me, this is the game of the week. This is the game everybody's going to be looking at. Which one of these teams is going to, right the ship and win a game? They're both 1 and 2, but I think Kansas City at home. Yeah, you don't see them lose too often, and I don't think they'll lose this one. Give me Kansas City.
Yep, I agree with you on that one. I think this will be a pretty solid game. I just feel like the Chiefs at home have a better chance to pull it out because something's up with the Ravens. They just can't seem to hold on to the ball. Derrick Henry's not his usual self, so Chiefs.
See, I think it is that reason that the Ravens will end up winning this game. I'm going to take Baltimore. They got embarrassed on Monday Night Football by the Lions, who just bullied them around. The Chiefs have been a little off all season thus far. Their lone win came against the Giants last week. So I don't know what to make of them. I just feel like the Ravens are going to have a lot more to prove now that they got, Lamar took 7 sacks. How often is that going to happen? I feel like Lamar is going to have a big game. So I'm sticking with the Ravens.
And both the Packers and the Bears won their following game after playing the Lions. So maybe this year, instead of losing to the Lions, losing after you play the Lions, you win after you play the Lions.
Well, the Lions just showed everybody how to beat Baltimore. I'm sorry. That's what I think.
We'll see if Kansas City's got the defense to do it, or if Kansas City's offense is anywhere near what Detroit's is. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. All right, the next game, the Chicago Bears are traveling to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. Randy, who you got in that one?
This was kind of hard to pick, but I am going with the home team, Las Vegas Raiders, to win this one.
I will pick the Bears to go in and upset. Maybe they had some confidence now. Can you show off that Bears decal on your thumb again? There we go. That's what I'm picking.
In the chat, Aaron, your wife, Bears going 1-15 this season. Heard it here first. Hey, Liz, I think I know somebody in the chat who would probably take a bet with you just in case you want to try to stick with the 1-15. Andrew, you can bet with Liz.
Adam, I just realized your wife should have put that Bears logo on not your thumb, but maybe that middle finger for you to show everybody.
You know what? I didn't think that one through.
Did you guys hear the crickets too? No.
Hey, that's gold right there.
Yeah. Boy, yeah, this one was tough. I don't know. I think the Bears are riding high on their own supply. That cringy post-game celebration. I just feel like Pete Carroll at home, underdogs a little bit. I think I'll go with the Raiders, just because the Bears suck. That and because of this bet. So I'm going Raiders. And Liz, spicy. All right, so we got a couple games left here. The Sunday night game will feature the Green Bay Packers traveling to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Dad, who do you have in that one?
Yeah, I was almost going to pick the Cowboys in this one, but
Do it.
I'm taking Green Bay at home.
Green Bay's not the home team.
I think.
No, they're the road team.
It's in Dallas.
They're going into Jerry World. Micah's returning.
Well, I put that wrong on my spreadsheet. Then I'm still taking the Packers.
I mean, I'm taking the Packers too, but you just got to get it right. Micah's going in there. He's going to have 4 sacks on Dak Prescott. Cowboys fans are going to boo Jerry Jones, and he's going to say some kind of nonsense speech afterwards. But hey, it's fine.
He's gonna talk about how it was more important to find glory holes or whatever it is he keeps talking about. We'll find out. Screw the Cowboys first off. I hate you, Dallas. I've already hated you because you couldn't beat the Bears. I hate you even more, and I hate you, Jerry Jones, for sending Micah Parsons to the Packers. So I'm gonna also take the Packers. We're gonna have a pack sweep. Let's see. You think he'll cradle Dak as he takes him down? Yeah. Do you think Micah's gonna be gentle? I don't think there's going to be any sort of gentleness with that one. This game may be the worst game of the week. Green Bay is going to win by 40. Dale, you want to put a bet on it? You want to put a bet on it? 40 points? That's a lot of points.
No.
I do think Dallas struggles to score because they are going to miss CeeDee Lamb, and then you have the whole Micah factor. So
Green Bay is going to send everything and the Micah Parsons and the kitchen sink at Dak Prescott this week. This should be a bloodbath on Sunday night in favor of Green Bay. Woof. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry, Cowboys fans. It's your fault that you have Jerry Jones as your owner. Hawkeye 07. He's addicted to betting now. Put up the disclaimer. All right, we got 2 games to get through, guys. 2 games. The New York Jets. We have a doubleheader on Monday night. First off, are they great Monday night games? No, they're not. The Jets travel to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Dad, who do you got?
I got the Jets in this one, and I hate 2 Monday Night Football games.
Man, I do like that pick. I don't know.
Does it help that the Dolphins are wearing their rivalry uniforms in this one, the all-black Dolphins jerseys?
No.
Maybe they might just be dressing for their own funeral. I'll still pick the Dolphins. That's it. I don't know. One of these days they gotta win, right?
What a weird couple of sentences that was.
You think they'll be the first team in franchise history to go undefeated and winless? Who knows?
I mean, I'm pulling for it. I mean, to say that they're going dressed up for their own funeral, then you still pick them to win.
I said, could they be?
Based on how those Dolphins are legit.
Based on how my picks are going, this could be a guaranteed loss for the Dolphins. So,
I get the old reverse psychology. I see what you're doing. I'm taking Aaron Glenn and the Jets. I feel so bad that he didn't get his win after that awesome dance he did after the blocked field goal return for a touchdown, because that was awesome. I love AG. I hope he gets his first win against the Dolphins on Monday Night Football. And then we finish out the week with the Joe Burrow-less Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos. Who do you got, Dan?
Give me the Broncos in that one.
I agree with you there. Obviously, they weren't too impressive last week without Joe Burrow. And then this is another road game for them, Mile High. So I think the Broncos come out and they put on a clinic, kind of like the Vikings did last week.
Yep, and I will also take the Broncos in that one. I don't know. I thought I was going to be able to trust Browning as the backup quarterback, but they looked horrible. Denver at least had a couple of really tough division losses. Well, a division loss, and then they lost on that last second field goal to the Colts. So maybe the Colts should have a better record than they do. We'll see, but I'll take them on Monday night. And that means we're going to end up, guys, with, that's 3, 4.
I think 6.
Six sweeps out of the 10. Okay.
Yep. Bills,
right.
Lions, Chargers, Packers, Broncos, Rams.
All right. And then let's see in the chat here, Dale, Adam, after thinking about it, I definitely will bet you. I'll tell you what, I live in Buffalo. I'll send you chicken wings if I lose.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
A food bet. Boy.
But hold on. What are you taking from me? Am I painting my nails again? What's happening?
You got to smash the table live next week on the show.
Holy smokes, Aaron.
No, don't do that.
I will do it. I will buy a collapsible table. I think I just got to move everything back and live on camera. Boy, that's tempting. Dale, I'm going to think about that one.
Now that's content.
We're becoming a gimmick show real fast.
Then you miss 3 days of work. I wouldn't do it.
Uh-oh, Aaron, that's a good idea. You'll have to smash a table. I love it. Oh, boy. Risky making a bet on a live stream. Ooh, buddy.
Well, if he's betting you food, you should bet him back with some food.
No, I'll smash the table.
What? No,
live on next week's live stream, everybody. Oh boy, I'll do it. I'll do it, Dale. No. You send me those chicken wings, I will smash the table. What was the bet? We're going back. Hold on. So Green Bay has to win by 40 points.
Ooh.
That was the bet he put in earlier. I just want clarification, Dale. If that's the bet, put it in the chat as the official bet, and I'll take it. I'll smash the table.
I don't see that happening.
Rookie mistake. Run that one past the wife. She doesn't need to know unless she's watching live. Oh boy. I didn't think it would get this extreme this fast.
You opened up Pandora's box last week.
Apparently
Yeah.
I did. Hey, what's the saying Kyle always has on the world of football? It's you do it for the clicks. And if me
Yeah,
jump on a
but-
table live on a live stream, so be it.
But Adam, if you get hurt, all 4 of these live streams that we do every week are going to stop because you're the only one that does all this behind the scenes. I just show up.
Speaking of Kyle, hope you have insurance.
Oh gosh.
All right. Yep. There it is, everybody. You know what? I'm a man of my word. I'll take it. I'll put it out there. The Packers have to win by 40 points. All right.
What did you say earlier about the Cowboys? They never pull through for you?
We're going to test that theory in real time Sunday night, Aaron. Liz, it will not be the little one that comes with the pizza box. It won't be that one.
Liz, you're giving away the secrets here.
Hey, I'll wait till Monday afternoon when I have to really figure out where I'm going to find a table to jump through. So, donations welcome, everybody. All right. Anything else from the show? I am now afraid to actually go out and tell my wife what just happened.
Well, I did want to say one
She's going to
thing.
shake her head.
I did want to say one thing. For one thing, yeah, I got to keep moving this way to get away from your logo, your Week 4 logo. But yeah.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
hold on. How about while you talk, I'll switch you and Aaron around.
That's better. That's not in his way. I appreciate everybody getting their picks in. Can I just make a suggestion? I know a lot of people, when they put in their bets, they'll say, Detroit over Minnesota or whatever. Just give me the 16 winners for each week, because I got to go through and delete, the over and the other team to fit it all in a cell in a spreadsheet. I'd appreciate it if you just send me the 16. Thank you very much. That's all I wanted.
Nah.
And if you do it, I'll jump through 2 tables. There we go.
Adam, you better end this show before you regret more than you already do regret.
I'm like actively looking at the live chat for another spicy bet. I'm on fire. 0 for 1 in my bets.
Oh boy.
Is it okay if I just use the abbreviations, or is that too hard for you, Randy? Ooh, I sent some stats on that one, Dale.
I do have somebody that just gives abbreviations, and when I look at the spreadsheet, it's like this long, and everybody else is this long, but it's fine. Just as long as it's just the winners, that's all I care.
And Kyle says he'll bring the ladder, Dad. So I'll have Kyle here as a safety coordinator when I jump through this table next week.
You're gonna be broadcasting from your backyard, are you?
No, I got room. I can just push everything back.
Okay.
And then
You got no room in that. You got no room in that man cave of yours. It's so tiny.
I'll make room. Or if I don't do it live, I'll record a pre-made video outside. I'll jump through a table. How about that? Either way, if the Packers, what was the bet again? Let me go back up.
Packers by 40.
If the Packers win by 40 points, yeah, I'll jump through it'll be a great video. Trust me.
It's like that Office clip when Kevin Malone's like, when you get 1,000,000 to 1 odds on anything, you take it. Packers are not winning by 40, buddy.
My buddy Kyle, Hawkeye07, if you do it in Muskegon, you can at least go to the hospital I work at. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the love. All right, guys, we're going to bring this show to a close. We appreciate everybody for stopping through, checking it out, seeing that I followed through on my bet. Let's see, hold on. TWOF. There's the Chicago Bears logo. My Bears coworkers are going to love seeing these tomorrow. And then I had the final score from the game, 31-14. Thanks a lot, Dallas.
Hey,
all right, guys. Anything?
And Eddie.
Anything else before we wrap up this week's show? Kyle, I don't know if it was a great show, but it was a show.
Yeah, so next week, if we don't do this show or any shows next week, but there is a video of Adam jumping on a table, you'll know why.
Gonna have to change that disclaimer now because we do gamble. Somebody's gambling with his life now.
Yeah, Dad, if you need to update the disclaimer for next week.
Yes. I'll say something like, "And you, my son, are an idiot."
Are an idiot. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Thanks a lot,
Should've ended it
everybody.
there.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. This was fun.